Just getting set up here. I will be ready. Well, I'll go live, create art in 9 minutes. So if you want to fast forward 9 minutes and not hear all the chit chat back and forth, that's a-okay. Oh, excuse me. So, don't forget to change your top chat to live chat. I'll be here when you're here, right at 7. We'll make some art. This will give everybody a minute to come in. Oh yeah, it's fabulous. How's that? Does that? Yeah. Great, hey? So last night it hurt really bad and there was just no way that I was going to be able to get anything done. I just went into the house. Actually, I kind of just went to bed. But when I woke, well, I slathered it in burn cream and a Band-Aid. And then today when I woke up, it's fine. Like, I can use it like normal and stuff now. So it is definitely better. Hi, Alice. It is her fault. That's what I said. And she actually laughed really at me about it. I am not going to lie. Like, she she said that's something I would do. Like, as in she. It's something that she would do also. Yeah. Damn, Tina. And you know what? Like, I mean, I was just trying to clean up after myself. Like, it wasn't... I got these new black waxes to use in my thing. Oh, look, I didn't even clean up after myself. I was so pissed. Here, get it out. So, yeah, I burnt myself on this little... Oh, I almost said the F word. On this little guy here. And here's my wax seal. Look at how cool it is. Like, she picked such a beautiful piece. And I tried it in the gold stick first, and then I still have the silver and the crimson, which I think the crimson is really traditional, like a red wax. And then I bought these little black pellets, and they're pretty cool too, instead of the stick. Now my stick has, it doesn't have the wick, so I still melt it inside of a hot spoon, which, as we can tell now, may not be so great for me, but I'm gonna keep going. Yes, thank you for asking. How are you? Anything exciting happened on the house over the weekend? Did you get the window stuff figured out? How are you, Alice? You've been making some good stuff over there, working on your bits. I better probably get my stuff ready. It's so close to Christmas now, and I had wanted to have a pop-up shop before Christmas, but I think I've already decided I'm gonna push it to the new year. The only thing about that is the washi tape is here and it's ready to sell. I just don't have anything else ready quite yet for a pop-up shop, so. But I've been working on little journals and all kinds of stuff. Are we still live? I feel like I'm sort of rambling if you guys aren't chatting back. And then I have some fun little piles of stuff that I've been working on everywhere. And Whoa, dang energy man, what is he thinking? Seriously. So what do you, well, he'll get it figured out. Let's just have faith in that. Okay? That's what we'll do. You've never used wax in that way. You've used clear wax before. Oh, I'm glad that you're better. Yeah, big rusty sewing piece. I'll have to check your Instagram feed. So my washi tape did get here last week, by the way, my new ones, and I showed them in one of the lives. But here they are, and I haven't got them all ready and the website because, like I was saying, I want to do a pop-up shop with some fine art, which I have done, but some other things, some handmade journals and some tool brush rolls and a couple things. But then if you guys have seen Tina Walker's Instagram or her Facebook lately, her and I have been doing tons of research about getting products with our art and our ideas in them, and so the washi tape was really the first big one. And then if you've seen hers, you'll kind of know where I'm going, because I'm working on tissue paper, I'm working on little paper books, like mass-produced printed books. They're not full of information, but it's a resource for collaging. So tissue paper, the books, fabric. You guys, I ordered some fabric today as a sample, and rub-ons. Man, we are exploding. We've been researching and experimenting with all these different ideas that we have, and for things to use in our art that we already use, but now have some of our flair on them instead of buying other people's flair and then like turning it into ours. So we're both really, really pumped about that. Right. Yeah, the courtyard, you were telling us about that. So how does it go against the energy efficiency? Well, that's it though, Dina. I do have to say, yes, tons of ideas, and it's just getting them to work. That's the hard part, because there's a lot. There is a lot. All right, so it is 7. Let's keep chatting, but I'm going to get some of this stuff. Oh, look at these prescriptions I just got from my vintage resources. So I'm a big prescription fan, and I do pick up a lot of them. But these ones were so, not like, oh, so unique, but they're just beautiful. From like 1967. Actually, it says 01. So maybe they're from 1901, 07, something like that. See that? I think it's an 01. But they're so nice. I love them. Very pretty, very vintage. And I'm going to put those in my journals. Do you want to see the wax seal real quick? So, I mean, wax seals, they're around. It's, you know, whatever. But I'll show you really quick. And then I want to work on this guy. So let me pile up. Oh, actually, I want to show you something else, too, before we get started. Woo, my space is small today. Okay, so, and this is actually what I burnt my finger on yesterday. So these are my gifts for supporters. So if you're watching now, if you're watching the replay, if you have not already sent me your email, I really need you to send it, or your shipping address. I really need you to send it to me, because I've been working on these tags for you guys, plus that little pin you saw, and just a little like package of goodies, just stuff I've been collecting. So it's to say thank you for supporting me, well, however long you've been supporting me all year, the past few months. It's just to say thank you. Thank you for being here on my adventure, and as we're branching out and everyone's trying to still make their lives work, especially through COVID. So I'm not teaching, I'm not traveling, I'm not doing any of that stuff. So Patreon and then now YouTube supporters and a couple of Facebook Lives was how I was reaching out to people. And I've had some really amazing supporters throughout this year and in the past too, but via online has really meant a lot to me, and it's helped supplement some income. It's been really great. So I'm very thankful. Hi, Diane, that you guys have been there. So anybody who is in the $10 tier and up is getting a gift from me for Christmas to say thank you, to say hello, to say I see you and I appreciate you. And these are so everyone's getting a piece of original art. So I've just been working through the nights on these and going through all my favorite things. And these are like jumbo tags. Look at how big they are. So this is my hand. This is like a normal size 8 tag, normal size 8 tag. So this is the largest tag that most people work on. And this is our giant tag. Yeah, so I think I have 16 of these going. So if you send me your shipping address, $10 and up, I'm going to send one out to you, an original piece of artwork. They're signed on the back. I'm filling them up. I'm stitching, I'm mark making, I'm collaging, I'm doing all the good stuff that goes with them. Each of them's different, each of them's original, and you'll get one. And they're not all done, but I'm using my new washi tapes. I've done some really cool stuff on these, stuff that I'm really proud of. I'll definitely have photos. And then if there's a few left, which I think there will be, I'll put them up for sale. But check these out. Aren't they cool? Original pieces of mixed media collage work. Here is a seal, by the way. I'm going to do a little demo real quick to show you how cool the seal is. I know, Dina, yours is going to take forever to get there. All right, so let's try not to burn ourselves today. That would be great. And I really like, I am playing in my brain with the idea of everything I can tuck into this wax seal. So you have to have a heat source. And the wax seals get like people really get into them. There's kind of like a little melter that you can use and all kinds of things, but I'm just going with the piece that I got. So I'm gonna cut up some of this really quick. And I actually thought about doing this on the book that I'm working on, but I'm not sure yet because wax melts so easily, as we can tell from my wax linen thread melting, and I don't want it to melt while I'm continually working on it. But I think it's such a cool personal thing to add as a final touch to stuff. So I've got this here. I want to have my wax seal ready. I've got my spoon, and I'm thinking that I want to, whoops, apparently put out my flame. That's cool. All right. I'm thinking that I want to mix the crimson and the black. I haven't seen the crimson yet. I keep calling it crimson, though it might be just a tad bit lighter than that. But I just hold my spoon over the flame without putting it out, and then I push the wax to the bottom of the metal, and as the metal heats up, it'll melt the wax. Hi, Debbie. And you'll see the spoon start to fill up. And I just push the wax stick down to the spoon so that it melts quicker and sort of pushes the wax out of the way so that the cold wax has a chance to get hot. And I'm not going to do a ton of the red. Well, I don't know yet. We'll see. I'm going to do quite a bit of red maybe and like one black pellet. Because I see there, can you see the spoon filling up now? I just have to remember that the stick takes up quite a bit of room. So when I pull it out, there's not as much red in there as you would think. And keep that over, and it is pretty full. And I'm going to drop the black in there and give it a chance to melt. And I'm not going to touch the front of the spoon like I did yesterday. And it does take just a minute. Now that that pellet's in there, they seem to melt a little bit slower than the wax stick does. But also now there's like a whole spoonful of wax, so the heat really has to sort of permeate and separate out. This is exactly how I burnt myself yesterday, by the way. So that there, just fabulous. How is the snow in Pittsburgh, by the way, Debbie? Fabulous, I'm sure. Okay, so it's a little hard to tell on the camera because the lights are shining and all that jazz, but I have like a huge ring of red, and I'll bring it up close to the camera, but I have a huge ring of red and then a tiny little spot of black in the middle, so I think it's going to be really cool to see how it works, what it looks like. I'm going to leave it here for another second. I want to make sure that the little pellet inside is melted. And of course I got black wax. I had to order black wax after I played with the gold one. And this was a gift, by the way, from my friend Tina, and it's so awesome. Okay. So I'm going to show you. There you can see there's like that little... Oh, that might not be enough for this piece of fabric here. But we'll see. I should have paid more attention to make sure it was centered. I'm so glad, Diane. I can't wait to get them out. I thought it was such a cool idea. Again, I am very thankful to have you guys here. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there for a minute. I do wish I had centered it better. Whatever. What can you do? I kind of just went for it. Hi, Doreen. The handle did not get hot. It did not at all. I did, I don't know when you got here. I did mention that I burnt myself yesterday, but the reason that I burnt myself yesterday was because I put my hand on the tip of the spoon to clean it. After I had melted wax in it. So that was all me. That's why I couldn't go live last night. Dang it, I just got wax all over everything. I mean, it's kind of funny. I'm not laughing, but okay. So I don't know if this worked because I put this twine here. It feels like it worked. Oh, it did. Look at that. It worked way better than I thought it was going to. I did not think that there was enough wax there for that. Holy crap, you guys. That is so cool. I am so excited. And that, just so you know, was just a very tiny bit of black compared to how much crimson was in there. And of course, I didn't get a very good look at my seal, so it's kind of skewed to the left, but at least it's not upside down. It is so cool, right? Yeah. It's really exciting. I really love it. I love this. I don't know what I saw, and I just said, damn, I think I really want to wax. And I got me one. All right, so I'm going to put that up. Like I said, I want to use a wax seal on this, but not until the end because I don't want the wax to melt all over the place when I'm using my heat gun and stuff, because it is hot wax. And it will reheat. I don't know, Debbie. Did you get rid of all your wax? Because I have like encaustic wax and stuff, you know, that I've done some art pieces with. But I didn't have any of this that is like really steely type stuff. And I didn't have a monogram. I didn't have the actual seal itself. So that's what Tina got me. And it's really... And now I want all the colors of wax, of course. I ordered, got here. I think I'll order white and then probably call it good from there for a little while. But, man, it's good stuff. Okay, so last these tags in this book. But I wanted to wait until my new washi tape got here. And it did get here on Thursday. I think it got here Thursday. So I don't, or maybe, I don't know when it got here. Anyways, I wanted to use this to turn these into tip-ins inside this journal. So a tip-in, which I have on my list of videos to do, is when you add a flap fold of paper into an already constructed book. Hi, Tina. So you can see that there's a page here, and this is actually the flap, like for the page. It was an envelope, and this was the closure. This part right here is the tip-in now. So I've secured it and adhered it here with some tape, and you can use fabric, you can use paper, you can use anything that makes a hinge, and it tips into the book. So I have the first one there, but I have enough tags to put one on every single page. And I think that most of them, not all of them, but most of them are in a place where I'll be okay if I put them in the page somehow. Now, I don't have any specific plans. I was not sure exactly what I wanted to do. So I think here, oh, and the great thing about a tip-in, right, because I could just glue these down or stitch them down or add them as another layer. But then I'm losing whatever I worked on the back, and I'm losing whatever's on the base, my journal base, these envelopes. So by turning it into a tip-in, I can still move it, flip it, do whatever, and then see what's underneath also. Plus, I have like 4 times the workspace if I do that, which is great. I love little, interesting, intricate things that have tons of details on them. Hi, Nancy. So I think what I'm going to do is sort of just push these in and put them where I think they'll look good. And I hadn't even decided if I want them all to flap in or out or top or bottom. So I'm just going to, oh, like this guy might be better this way so that the strings are poking out. And I think they can go any way. They can go, you know, they can face to the left, they can face to the right. I think it'll be fun to have them facing all the different ways. I think that will look really good there. Maybe. We'll see how I feel once I have them all sort of staggered somewhere. I may end up making them all face out. That will be a big personal preference. All right, and then we're gonna go the other way. So I am seriously, you can see. No, that's how, Alice. You got it. So as you can see, as of right now, I'm just sort of laying things down, and if they look good, I just move on. I'm seriously not spending gobs amount of time on this because it's all a work in progress, and chances are things are gonna change anyway. So I don't have to have all the details figured out right now, which is just fine. And I do kind of see that I'm making most of them face out, so I think that that's probably going to be how it continues to go. All right, here's one more. And I think that leaves me, I need one more tag. Where are you? Oh, I might have to make another one, but that's okay. They're easy, they're fun. I don't, oh, that's, so then let's see, did I leave one back to the back? No. Okay. I need to do one more for the back. Maybe not. I'll think about that. The one on the front will be secure with my flap, but the one on the back wouldn't. It would just kind of float and flap open, and I definitely don't want it to get ripped off. So yeah, we'll think about it. Okay, now I'm going to come back in, and I am going to use my washi tape. And I do want to say, this new washi tape, holy shit, like, it has adhesion. It's actually kind of crazy how much adhesion it has. So it's not super temporary like some of the other tapes. But I'm still going to put it down with gel medium because I really want things to be sturdy and secure. I want to get out my masking tape because I'm going to switch back and forth, and gel medium. Oops. Oh, and maybe some little fibers. Why not? Some little fabric. Okay. Yeah. This is looking good. So let's get started. The next thing is to figure out if I want them all. Oh, I should check. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. This goes out that way. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so as far as the tip part goes, now I need to figure out and decide if I want it to tip like out this way, in this way. It could also tip up and tip down. So that will be probably what today's show is about. Okay, sorry about that. I had to make sure my screen was still where you guys are. All right, set that guy off to the side, and I think that some of them I definitely want to tip like down or up. So I'm gonna start that now and just see how much I like it. And honestly, this tape is probably a little bit thick for that one, so I'm going to go back to the very first roll of tape that I did. I grab a couple pieces about 2 inches long. I don't want it to overpower my tag and everything that's going on there now. Whoops. And I'm going to put a little gel medium. So that I make sure it's nice and secure. Center it where I think I want it. There we go. And then I'll flip it to its place. Gel medium this piece also. And secure that down. I am not going to lie, it's a little harder to work in this little itty bitty journal than it is in a bigger journal. I mean, that goes, right? This guy keeps sorta. All right. I don't know how centered it still is, but I think it's going to do the job. And I'm going to clamp it. So that it dries where I want. Yeah, it's a little up, but that's all right. It's homemade and it's fun. And I think this would be fun if it flipped that way, open this way. So I am going to use my little bit wider one. Did you guys do any new art pieces this week? Anybody get anything exciting done? I keep off-centering them. That's kind of funny. Try to keep it, I'm gonna try to keep it centered. I think I need to make better choices when I want them to flip up and down, because this one really was a pain in the ass, but this one seems to be going a lot nicer when I'm doing it from the bottom, so I find that pretty interesting. And I think it's important that I say I'm totally an equal opportunity taper. So, oh, you know what? I have forgotten to post 2 of my carved Decembers, actually. Day 14 and today. They're done. I just forgot to post them. So I was saying I'm an equal opportunity taper. I love tape. I think it's such a cool supply. And so I'm going to flip these open and use a little bit of masking tape here too, another layer. You put a nice rusty tissue paper layer on your tags. Yeah, that's cool. Gel medium's pretty quick, so I want to see how this guy's doing. Yeah, okay, this is gonna work. I can always staple it too if I'm nervous. I'm not sure if it's the tag I chose for this one, but if I work it, it does seem to be doing okay. All right. Look at how cool this is gonna be. Holy cow. I'm actually really excited about this. I love this idea. I love what this has turned into. That's another thing. Like, it was way different when I started. Okay, like this guy I think would be good to lift up or down because it has way more space on the actual tag itself to apply the tape. So I'm going to switch it to the other side and do that. This one, yeah, this will be okay. Maybe not all of them need to either. But that's kind of the theme. Okay, I'm going with the theme. I'm saying, yes, they all have to tip. Because why not? Otherwise, people are going to look at this journal and they're going to try to tip them all. Hi, Lisa. Nancy, I'm sorry to hear that. But let me tell you, don't get stressed. Breathe in, breathe out. It's the goddamn holidays in 2020. Do not expect yourself to be Superwoman. And if people are pissed, tell them to hold their horses. And with like Etsy and boutique things, you know, imagine those people, those small business owners feeling the exact same way you feel, especially with all of the mail and stuff that's going on and everyone's having a hard time getting their stuff out. And then when it is out, the mail is taking forever. I promise. You'll feel so much better if you go with the flow, babe. Don't let yourself get stressed over silly things like shipping, like holiday, like presents. There are so many other things to worry about. Yeah, seriously. You're gonna get a pink slip, Lisa. I love how many people watch and then don't comment, or even better, like watch for a couple minutes and then leave. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't your cup of tea tonight. Also, if you guys are watching and you're enjoying the show, give it a thumbs up, please. Thank you. Lisa, Nancy, you guys missed a good show. At the beginning, I showed the tags I was working on for your gifts for being supporters. I'm going to use like a big fat wide tape on this guy because he has the space. Oh, I think she called you out, Dina. Not forgetting my layer of gel medium. I want these to be as permanent as possible in here. The worst thing would be if someone were flipping through it and lifting things up and down and whoops, one of them came off. It does add a nice design. And then, so if I choose correctly, you know, on this tag where there's a nice big open space, it helps bring a focal point to the tag. And then it's just one more design element that I can build up on, which I think is nice. So I'm not going to keep explaining it. I'm just going to keep going. If you got just, we can chat about whatever you guys want. I did just realize that if they all, I want some to tape out. And in that case, they need to face the opposite way because I want a big enough space, not this small one. So. All right. I do have wax burns. Oh my goodness. I do. Wax. But I am putting wax seals on some of them. That's why I couldn't go live last night, because I burnt my finger. Do you want to see? I've showed it like 100 times already, but look at this. Ugh. It's so big and gross. I know, the hinge, the tip-in, it's so cool. It's just turning into something really seriously amazing that I truly was not, like, this is nowhere where I thought this project was gonna go. And it feels innovative, and it feels unique, and it feels right up my damn alley. I mean, tip-ins have been around for a long time, but I don't know that they've been used this way. And even if they have, I'm still feeling like a rock star. And I'm glad you guys are here to see it. Like, be inspired. And I've loved seeing your guys' interpretation of the little envelopes and tags. And I know that when I'm doing it live, sometimes it's a little daunting waiting for each step to get done. So trust me, it doesn't hurt my feelings if you move ahead. In fact, I love seeing what you guys end up doing with yours, especially when they're different than what I've done. All right, because I've got this gorgeous black spot here, it makes me want to, so this is part of the process. I'm gonna move some tags around, and here's why. I love this gorgeous black spot. So I want to connect or tip in from this edge, but I really love this stitched edge that's here also. That makes me want to tip in whatever's on this page, the top or the bottom. So I'm going to go somewhere and find something else that's going to work better tipped in from the side. Okay? Like this guy. You like that? Look good. Well, it's okay. Hold on. That's all right. We can do it. Oh yeah, this guy. There we go. And we can tip it in at the bottom and it can fold down. You know what, Nancy? Actually, what I was doing was I was cleaning the spoon while the wax was still hot after I had already poured. So it's Dina's fault because she always wants me to clean my supplies. And I was trying to follow her guided advice and I burned myself. Dina, Dina, Dina. You know what? I keep sitting down, but I have to stand to make sure that everything's going on how I want it to. Oh, Nancy, you don't have to take your message back. You're fine. You all right tonight, Nance? Whew, some of these are being kind of shits because I'm not working on a flat surface. So that's funny too. Let's see if I do it this way. You know nothing. All right, got that one, finally. Maybe. I'm gonna clamp it just in case. I think it needs it. And then, you know, some of these too, like if I get out my thinner masking tape, will be so fun to just run a strip almost across the whole thing. I'm just checking on you, Nancy. If you need to send me a message, you do that, okay? Hope you're all right. What? Lisa, are you serious? Oh, Alice, I can't wait to see that. Lisa, you silly Billy. That's what I would say to my kid. Silly bunny. Okay, so in the beginning, I made an envelope. I took the the envelope flaps, like the closure piece, and I glued the closure, I can say it, closure piece, the closure piece to the next envelope, and then vice versa. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then it created this little accordion style book. I might have to come in with some staples on some of those. All right, just checking, Nancy. I didn't think about this guy. He has all this fabric at the bottom. I did also sort of think some would be fun this way, but I think I'm already too far to do that. Lisa, it's fine. It's fine. Now, I will say it's kind of funny because on this side, I didn't want to, damn it. All right, hold on. Not everything goes according to plan. That's okay. Unless you don't know where your stapler is. Again, it's because Dina made me clean up. Oh, Nancy, I was going to tell you, I saved a pizza sauce jar so I could save my water. Oh, okay, I see it. I'll be right, hold on. Hold on. All right, staple. Oh yeah, that's just fine. Okay. There, now it'll work. Oh, that's, yeah, those jars are cute. This one is about this size, so I got the label off, but it's not bad. It's the size, and to save my dirty water in. So, because I use it as an element, as a supply. So I was saying that on this side, I didn't want to lose that stitching, but there's so much of it on this side that I'm absolutely okay if I gel medium or tape something to that, which is what I'm absolutely gonna do. And I love how much this tag sticks out on this, like, fairly plain, it's not plain, but just like manila colored envelope. And I think, let's Let's see this one. I haven't used this one that much, like not near as much as the two black and white ones, just in general on all kinds of things. So yeah, that'll be all right. So this medium-sized tape is made up of vintage book texts and collages that I've done in the past. The other two are black and white marks. This one has a little bit of color, even though it's like vintage tones. And then, of course, lots of black and white marks. But it looks like a tiny little collaged roll of tape. There we go. Looking good. Then this guy maybe flips back this way. I think I'm going masking tape on that one. Oh, and I just saw that we have 15 minutes, so if you have any questions, I thought I would get all these glued in, but I will do this outside of the lives, just so that this part is done next time, and you guys don't have to watch the same thing 2 weeks in a row. Because it's just the same process over and over and over. If I make any interesting design choices, I'll be sure to take note so that we can talk about them next time, because I know that that is a big part of watching me live. All right, and I am gonna clamp this one because this tape is going to bite with those pieces of fabric there a little bit, so then that way that'll be good. Bye, Dina. Oh, that does mean I can't really work on that side, but that's all right. We got lots to do. Oh yeah, this guy. This is so fun with these pieces. So I think I'm gonna have this guy tip up. And I'm gonna do the masking tape again, but that's so I can put my black and white crosses on top, because I don't think they'll show up very well on their own. Does everyone have all their gifts for Christmas and you're all set to go? Whatever you may be doing this year? A little bit, a lot of bit, whatever. Are you just ready? Ooh, yeah, Christmassy blobs. That'll be fun. Show us in the group what you end up making, Nancy. Do you have any silver or... Oh, you could put glitter in your wax. I wonder how well that would show up. Thank you, Nancy. I really love it too. Like, seriously, I'm so enthralled with it. I love every time I get to come work on it. I love this itty bitty tape. Like, I was a little bit nervous about ordering one so skinny, but I thought I'll never know if I don't try. And it is friggin' killer. Like, I have used this one the most, which is really surprising. You made me think of glitter, Nancy. You'll have to, if you do it, you'll have to show us. All right, are these, let's see if this is set. Good enough. All right, turn the page. That means we can do this one. I don't know what went here. Was it this guy? How do you look? Ooh, you look cool there. What about you? This one got really dirty. I wonder where it was. That's funny. Good thing it fits right in. So this guy. Not that one. I don't know. I don't know which one it was, but I like this one. I know I really want to put the washi tape up for sale, and maybe I'll do it on its own. I had a pop-up shop planned that has some journals, some handmade journals, like, you know, little junk journals, little book bones journals, and some original art and some dyed lots. And it's just not all done, quite done yet. So I think what I'll do, and I'll let you guys know first, as supporters, the supporters always know first when the washi tape is available, when anything new goes up for sale. So I'll put the washi tape up today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, and then I'll let the supporters know, and the pop-up shop will probably just have to wait until the new year till I have everything done for it that I want done. Because I want the pop-up shop to be full. Like, I want enough stuff for you to look. Like, I don't want to say pop-up shop and there's like 2 journals. So I want to have like, and that just takes a little bit more time. So how does that sound? I will put the washi tape up tomorrow. We can post about it, let everybody know, and well, let the subscribers know, and then YouTube supporters, and then in a few days I'll let everyone else know, and then I'll just have the pop-up shop closer to New Year. Yeah, I know. The tapes are so nice. Okay, that's what we'll do. Well, I will make a community post just for subscribers that it is ready, okay? So I'll do that. I'll probably work on it a little bit tonight, but I'll make sure that's done for you guys. And then the other people will just know down the road in a couple days. Like, you guys will have a couple days to shop. So the YouTube supporters get first dibs, and that's even if you guys only pay like the $1.99 tip jar. Like, you don't have to pay a lot. get that first dibs kind of stuff. And if you don't pay anything, that's all right. I'm glad you're here in whatever capacity you choose to be. It's just that the supporters will have dibs. Now, I will tell you, I bought a lot of washi, you guys. As much this time as I have the other times. So... All right, I am folding the tape back on itself to create these like pretty incredible little pleats in the tape, very similar to a pleated fabric, but it's just so different in tape. It's kind of plasticky and interesting, and I totally learned that from Tina Walker. And then there's like a little bit of 3D-ness here. It's really interesting, seriously. And then I kind of just use my finger to get the sticky off the pieces that are showing. So then this guy turns this way, and this one turns this way, and then we open this, and this guy goes this way. Woo! Look at how chunky that's getting. Okay, I think that's a good stopping place. I'm going to do the inside tags before next Wednesday, when we'll come back and go live to work on this book some more. And so we'll be just working in the book itself. Not very much work outside of it anymore now that I've been able to construct it. And oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Oh yeah, in my chunky girl, right? In this one, yeah, let me show you. Good night, Nancy. Feel better. Alice says she loves the effect that I showed in this journal, and that is on the house page. This one. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the show tonight, if you're having fun being here. I appreciate it. I'm glad to have you guys. Keep an eye out tomorrow, supporters, for the washi tape. And everybody else in the next few days. I'll see you around.